Just the disrespect. I mean, those cobs are so tiny. It's what it is. You have all these plans and ideas and hopes, and then they become dreams unfulfilled. Here I am, minding my business, watering plants. When I look up and notice this, look, I mean, just look at it. Just the disrespect. I mean, those cobs are so tiny. And look, I mean, come on. You couldn't even feel sorry for your girl and just leave it? Just to leave it. I don't know what did that. What I do know is that I'm pissed. I'm pissed that the corn is so sorry looking. I'm pissed that it's non-existent at this stage. I'm pissed that they didn't even consider me. They didn't even consider my feelings. They didn't consider my worth. They didn't consider my level of embarrassment. I mean, this shit is crazy. Excuse my language, but I mean, I can't hold it in anymore. I'm pissed. It wasn't, well, I didn't come out here yesterday, so I can't say it wasn't like that yesterday. But my God, come on. No pity. No consideration. This is ridiculous. I don't know who the culprit is. It could be the birds, although I doubt it because it's so low to the ground. Not that they wouldn't go after the examples that I've seen of birds eating the corn usually don't result in the entire cob being ripped open like that. Usually the husk is still mostly intact and they just kind of peek through, you know, like, and it'll open the husk, but they don't rip it off. This has been ripped off. So something that had hands did that. Birds don't have hands. So that means either the groundhog is still here or came back, or the rat did that. That one, the whole branch, the whole top of the stalk was bent over. And this one, the top of it was bent over. And I know it was not like that the other day. Even the one that had no corn on it, the top is bent over. So I don't know, that makes me feel like something climbed up there and did that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can find any answers someplace. I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I'm gonna see. This tomato had a couple of tomatoes on it. Now that were ripening. Now they're gone. You know what? I just can't anymore. I just can't. I can't. This squash is looking really crazy. I really hope that when these melons over here ripen, that nobody smells them but me. My elderberry are ready. I need to pick them. Usually I cover them with, I'll like bag the whole branch or the whole cluster of berries with a mesh bag. Well, last year I covered the entire bushes with tulle. But it was hard to get that done, and the bags is just so many. So this year I figured, you know what, I have so much left over from last year, I'll let the birds have what they want and take the rest. I've been meaning to come out here and pick this several times over the last week. But they're doing pretty good. Some of them, and they ripen at different stages. So as you see here, this is green, this is not so green, but some of them are ripe, and this is ripe and almost fully plucked by the birds. This one is pretty much perfect. And then again, another green one with some blushing, and that one is perfect. So I need to come out here and pick the perfect ones. I'm still a little congested, not really under the weather. I feel fine, but that's why my voice sounds crazy right now. It sounds shaky. To me, it sounds shaky. Continue watering, and then I'm going to check the other side. I'm concerned now that these fruits that I do have are not going to make it. Now that I see the way that corn was ravaged. I know that groundhogs love corn, and I don't think that a rat would want corn. I know they would. I'm sure they would. So I'm going to do what I have to do to get rid of these animals. The holes are back. So it means the rats are back. Whatever rats, whatever it was. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to do what my work friend suggested. She said she had groundhog in her yard. And apparently it was a problem in the neighborhood. And what she did was she took outdoor bleach and heavy cylinder blocks, or what's that they call again? The concrete blocks. And she covered the holes. She poured the bleach and covered the holes with, I guess, a board and blocks, or maybe even just the blocks. Something that was too difficult for them to move, so that they wouldn't be able to come back or get out. And it worked. She said groundhog left. She said she saw it leaving the yard. I think she said crossing the street or couldn't cross the street. I don't know. I don't remember what she told me, but what I do remember is what she did. So I'm going to try every possible method. The problem is the chickens. I don't want to put bleach in their coop when they run. Anywhere that they're going to be scratching and potentially eating any bugs that have been soaked in bleach. So I might have to skip that step in that area. But any other area that I see holes, look at how beautiful this is. It's a shame I didn't plant these things. You know, I have 2 days off in a week. I will be spending time focusing on all these things that have to be done. You know, this is typical for me. You know, it is what it is. You know, you have all these plans and ideas and hopes, and then they become dreams. Unfortunately, you don't have the time or the space or other challenges that prevent these things from happening. This is just a bad habit, primarily. Well, no, it's not just a bad habit. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is not bad habit. The reason why these things have been implanted is not just bad habit. It's not. I'm going to give myself grace on this year. I really wanted to see these squash plants in the ground. There's a pumpkin. It's a small pumpkin, so I could still put it in and hope for the best. I've counted pumpkins late and gotten at least one. Right, we've got some good news on this side. The squash is maturing nicely. Doesn't look as wonky as the other one. It's okay. It's a little weird, but not misshapen. As misshapen as the other one. Anyway, so it's been pollinated. Made it past that first one that is not pollinated. The golden Hubbard over there is so golden. It's beautiful. You see the gold popping through the green. The elderberry over here look great. The squash plant is still spreading, hasn't been chopped. Sweet potatoes haven't been chopped. The cucumber is still here. The Crenshaw melon is recovering. I don't know how well these will do because they're quite old. This cucumber, I put it up here and it didn't stay. The tendrils aren't holding onto this like I'd like. Help it along there. But that's the Crenshaw melon, and underneath this is the cucumber and another Crenshaw melon. It might be the same melon. I had planted two, but I don't know if it's still two or if it's one with two leaves. The tromboncino is still looking like that. Do tromboncinos take a long time? Zucchini rampicante, tromboncino, same thing. At least I think so. This is the golden Hubbard that's spread up here. I don't see any baby squash on it. Yeah, but the tromboncino has one lead and it's not doing much. It has one fruit that I can see. I don't know if it's gonna survive. It's quite yellow. The one at the community garden is also spreading long. That one has two leaves, but it's not, I haven't seen any fruit on it yet. Okay, that squash there on the wall is looking like it's been pollinated. It's pretty big. I wonder if the one that I pollinated in the bush, the tree, is pollinated or not. These are my Brad's grape. They're still green. I like to wait till they're really turning colors. The ones at the what is that? The community. Oh, look at these birds. They come so close. Eating this. Oh, it's so scary. You don't even hear these sounds in your ear. Last year, a hummingbird did that. That was a happy jinx. I just wish I'd known what it was so that I could have appreciated it in the moment. I'll tell that story another time. This eggplant is doing okay. The Black Beauty eggplant over there, I don't think it's probably overrun with weeds. It's not getting any sun. These artichoke are beautiful. Doesn't look like the groundhogs are eating those. You know, I've read that they do like them. I don't know if this vine has anything eating it or like affecting it, because the stem at the base looks great. Don't see any evidence of vine borer damage. You can see there that it's rooting along the vine. You can see that where the root goes down into the soil. It looks like there's two roots there. One could be a tendril. One is actually a tendril, there's a root. But it's doing that, so it's got support. But what I'm talking about now is the leaves are yellowing. The leaves are yellowing and dying off over here. Not quite sure why that is. Could be that they're just old. I don't see any evidence of vine borer damage along the vine. The leaves are yellowing from the base. That one looks like it was damaged, but I don't know if it was vine borer or something else. I haven't sprayed, I haven't inspected for eggs or anything like that. I don't see squash bugs. So, as long as the fruit are maturing and the vine, there are some, there is quite a bit of length of vine that's along the ground, so it is putting roots down. It should be okay to mature the fruits that are on here. There's another leader going up this way. The banana peppers are good. I should just pick it if something comes and eats it. I don't want to pull the whole plant out. Okay. These plants are not doing that well because they're competing all the weeds. Excuse me, all the weeds. All right, let me get back to the other one. I left the water running in here. What is that? It looks like it has a thick root. It's a roll of newspaper from the attic. Look at that. You see? I knew it. Somebody laid an egg in here. I don't know when that happened. It had to be in the last couple. I don't know. It could have been in the last couple of weeks. It could have been longer. Oh, these chickens. And I know who did it. I know exactly who did it. I know whose egg that is. That is Butter's egg. She likes to lay outside of that box. Anytime she gets a chance, I'll find her in some corner trying to lay. It looks like the last time I had it reminds me. I meant to bring some things out for the this is too hard to pull. I left some things out for the compost bin, some lint from the dryer. The last time I left that compost bin open, she was in there trying to lay an egg. I don't need my eggs in the compost bin, buddy. I need my eggs in the egg box. Easy picking. Okay, here we are on the far corner next to the shed. And I'm going, it's starting to turn color. It's very subtle, but I can see it turning a little more tan. You have the green here, and then these lighter spots. They're turning color. I feel like I see a difference. Maybe I can put some footage up showing a slight difference. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's what I'm seeing. This one is no longer getting long here, and the base is more round. I don't remember it looking like that last year. Last year, it was a longer neck, if that's what it's called. It was a longer neck. The base was about this big, but it just had a longer neck. Oh, and here's the other one. I don't know. It doesn't look that much bigger to me. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look that much bigger. I'm not sure if it was pollinated well enough. Neck on that one is also short. Okay, well, that's what we got. I'm going to have something for this garden, something substantial. Look at that male flower. It's a normal male flower. This one too. This plant did not have any of those weird plump male flowers that look like they're producing fruit. You know what would be interesting? That's going all the way up in the tree. If I could see. Oh wow, look at that. It would be nice if we gave me one more all the way up there. At least the plum tree is serving as a trellis this year. Sorry if the sun is too much. I can't see because it's too much for me. Alright, I meant to come out here in the morning. I am not a morning person. The earliest I'm ever out is if I'm out on the way home from work. Otherwise, if I'm in my bed the night before, I'm not likely to be up early in the morning, or even if I am just very slow to move. This guy's working out. I harvested this horehound, this white horehound, and thought I could make a tea with it. It was the most bitter thing in the world. I put it together with tulsi, basil, and lemongrass, and it was horrible. I could not swallow it. Well, I even put a lot of sugar or honey, I don't remember which, and it did not help. It's so bitter. It's supposed to be good for cough. That's why I took it. For this cough. That's why I was trying it. Looks like one of my cilantro sprouted. It might be cilantro. I put a bunch of seeds in there. It's the only one I've seen. Good seeds here too. I don't see anything. Looks like some onion seeds are sprouting. China seeds. This time looks good. I meant to come out here early this morning, but my morning self did not let it happen. I wanted to harvest herbs. But you know what? It's fine because I honestly have nowhere to put. Well, I do have somewhere, but I gotta clean it out so that I can dry the things. Look at this oregano. I had oregano in the ground over by the old shed, and I dug up, well, we didn't dig it up, but it's where the persimmon tree was that we had to pull out, and where the Hinamaki red gooseberry plant was that we also dug out. I didn't dig out the oregano because I thought it was aggressive enough that it would come back, and it did come back, but not as aggressively. The heavy traffic in the area, I guess, killed some of it. So that oregano I put in that pot to propagate it and save it. And it looks like it took because it's gotten really long and it's growing flowers. Move the water. I was supposed to come back out, move back and show my siphon jet at work, but I got sicker, or my cold intensified, and I just couldn't get back out. And then on top of that, I couldn't find again the piece, much like this one, that lets the water out, but you can't use this one. You have to use the one that it came with. It just doesn't work well with a different I don't know, what is this called? Shower head? That's what I'm gonna call it for now. It just doesn't work as well. I thought this plant was a kabocha squash, but it's not. And my seeds weren't labeled. I had them in 2 different containers, so but when I planted them, I think I had to replant them, if I'm not mistaken, and I may have forgotten which was which or something. Didn't label them correctly, whatever. Let's see, I'll be more careful. I'll probably purchase new seed, or harvest seed from here. Still bought kabocha squash, which is, I think, where I got these seed from. These seed. I wonder if there are any other squash in the frozen medicine, because this, as you can see, went up into the frozen medicine, and now it's back out. So I don't know if it's the same branch that turned around, Yeah, it's an offset branch that's another offshoot. I find it therapeutic to get out here and just water the plants. And I'm going to get a lot of comments probably about overhead watering, and maybe I won't, but you may have questions or concerns and maybe not comment, because I know I've done that a million times. But I don't have my irrigation hooked up. I do have outdoor source of water now, but at this stage of the game, I don't want to bother with hooking up the irrigation system. The season is almost done. I don't think I'll be playing with the garden back here. Actually, I think I intend to put the plastic over the arches, finally. I have the plastic. I need to find the best way to connect it. We have the PVC clips. I might need to look into that. I'll actually take a look at what I actually have, because I bought it a few years ago. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, so I'm not even sure I remember what I have for it. But I did get the plastic, and I think I do have some type of attachment system. I might have to check in with Bootstrap Farmer. I think they have some things that I can use to attach the plastic to the PVC that will work. And I have to figure out a door. Okay. Let me get a vase. I think you can kind of count. If you know how many gallons per minute your shower head releases, your spray nozzle, whatever. If you know how much it releases, you can count and know how many gallons of water you're watering over your particular plant. So I think this one, I don't know, let's say it's a gallon a minute. If I want to deep soak my plants, I just leave it over that one plant for 1 minute. And that plant in the surrounding area will have gotten a gallon of water. I don't know if anybody ever pays much attention. I've seen the Rusted Garden. Gary Pilarczyk, is that his name? I think so. I've seen him talk about counting seconds for plant, when you're watering. But I have seen that. I'm not saying that I'm copying what he's saying or anything like that. I noticed it when I was looking at my dram siphon check the other day, and it had this really high number on it, and I was rather shocked at how much water it supposedly puts out per minute. So that's what made me think of it just now. But I have also seen, Gary Pilarczyk, that's his name, from the Rusted Garden. I've watched so many different YouTubers, gardeners over the years. So many. Everyone has their own way of doing things. Everyone has their own preferences, their own styles, It's a wonderful thing. But there's no one way to do this gardening thing. There's no one way. There's no one right way. There are some things that you can do that are wrong. But as long as you're okay with learning from your mistakes, then ultimately it's a lesson learned, right? Just gotta remember not to do it again next year. I have made my fair share of mistakes. Oh boy. Like, I mean, just look at them. It's all mistakes right here, right? But primarily over the years, I had very good practices in the beginning. Then I kind of fell off. Maybe didn't even garden some years when the kids were really young. It was just difficult. A lot of people I see, they have their kids and they're still doing everything. I'm like, well, how the heck are they doing it? Because I just couldn't spend that much time. I mean, I guess it depends. If you don't have help, then you don't have help. And so everything you do is going to be a little bit more challenging. So it's definitely a difference. I didn't have a lot of help because it's just my husband and I. My parents are not close to us here. They're in another state. And his parents, when our children were young, were running a restaurant business. So we didn't have a lot of help. I need somebody to help me around here. I wish I had help somebody to help me clean, somebody to help me do laundry. It's a lot. When you work full time and you have a full house, it can be hard to balance everything. So a little help. It's great. I mean, you can have systems. Kids can be old enough to help, but let's face it. I probably should have trained my kids to be my helpers when they were young. But even if I had, some people I'm going to ask, how helpful are your kids? Your teenaged kids, or preteen and teenage kids around the house? How helpful are they? Did you train them from young to be helpful with laundry and cleaning and all the things that need to be done around the house? And do they still do it with the same enthusiasm? Or do you have to bribe or punish or do all those other things to get them to help around the house? I know it's very random and not about gardening, but not everything is about gardening. I don't know if this is going to flower this year. It's kind of late. It's probably struggling. I need to feed it. So much to do. Some flowers that they haven't started eating at them yet, so I don't think the seeds are ready. Two different varieties here, and I can only tell by the shade of yellow. They are all together. One is a very bright yellow, and one is a rich yellowish orangey, classic sunflower orange. Look at that Virginia creeper. It's just everywhere. And a maple tree. I have never let a maple seedling get so big. I don't even know where that's coming from. But there used to be a maple tree when we were out next door. I'm sure there are maple trees in there. I'm going to have to get rid of that. I gotta cut it back. So, I'm sure the main question is, why am I still dealing with all this garbage and overgrowth this late in the season? It has to do with help. Don't have So I'm gonna have to pay somebody, it seems like, to come and help. The husband is busy working on the inside of the house, so we need to do that. We've got to get finished. We've got about to do before the season changes. So we have to be able to put the heating system in, the cooling system. Right now we're doing fine without air conditioning upstairs because we have fans and air conditioners and here because the inside is the priority. Now, what I may do, I'm going to probably pause on finishing up down here so that we can straighten up out here. I may do that just because. Hey, girls. Should I let you guys out? I don't feel like dealing with whatever's in there. Oh, I have to give you guys some food. Let's let you out. I just stuffed one of these holes over here with plastic. Let me get another smoker. Smoke the holes in here. You're stepping on my toes. Your claws. What? Why are you making that noise? I can't get scared. Well, I just lifted up that hard soil around where the holes were. Nothing's coming out. So either they're not that far back or they're just not in here right now. be scaring me like that. Ash, what are you doing? Ash? What are you doing? What are you in that bucket for? Hmm? What are you doing? What was in that bucket? What are you looking for in that bucket? You watching the chickens? Just don't attack my chickens, okay? Listen, you need to be on your job. You're not doing your job. I shouldn't have mice back here. Or rats. Ash? Yeah, well, you have all your shots, so you can go after the mice and the rats. There's no excuse. Like, look, Daniel, Delani's right there. He should be. He needs to be going after the rats. That's Ash. Huh? Can't hear you. Yes. Ash is not doing his job. Leave it open. It's Ash's papa. His favorite person in the house. Alright, well, I moved the soil over here. Nothing came running out this time. Thank goodness, because I got open-toed shoes on again, and I went ahead and did it this time. But there was a hole over there. There was a hole still right here. That big pan of soil, I lifted it up, nothing came out. And the other side, nothing came out. There's a hole running brick right here. I lifted up the brick. And I'm reminded of why the hardware cloth is not doing its job, because while it goes under, it's not significantly deep. It's literally just a couple of inches. It needs to be a couple of feet, or at least a foot. You're gonna kick up this dirt on me, girl? I'll let them walk around for a little while out here, see if they can find some bugs to eat. This is why I don't want to do the bleach method, because I don't want them to be affected by whatever method I use to get rid of these animals. So I'm sure bleach is not safe for them. It's not safe for us, why would it be safe for them? This is kind of an impromptu video. Just came out to water and to take a look at things, and ended up talking for a while. Don't know how much of this made it in, and I've been talking for about 51 minutes in this last recording. So we're gonna leave it here, and we'll see what we end up with. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I truly do appreciate it. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just clicking and staying. Even if the video was background noise, I appreciate it. Sometimes I watch videos and they are background noise, and I have to rewatch them because I missed the whole video because I was so busy doing something. So if that's what this is for you, I hope you come back and watch again. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week.